Hello again, welcome everybody to another exciting Wednesday night. Wednesday night, what does that mean? That means another night of racing of MX Simulator here with RF Pro Racing by MotoOption, Race Tech, Race Factory, every awesome person included. This is, of course, round 6 here at Arlington. I will not be alone tonight in the booth. I will have the man himself, Mr. Checkers, here and here. How you doing tonight, Checks?
Hi, I'm doing good. Hopefully internet's okay because I'm hearing some bubbling on your side. So hopefully it's not on my side and we're good.
I hope we should be good. Let me know everybody else that we
sounds
are.
good now,
Oh,
actually.
good. Awesome. Sweet. I just want to make sure, like I said, after a couple of issues last week, and then, of course, a hard drive dying today, I did my best to make sure we could get the best stream tonight possible, and I will give it to you guys as much as I can, as long as you will take it. So we're ready to go tonight. Racing's going to start here in about, a minute, which should be good to go. Of course. Checkers, why don't you give us a quick rundown of how the racing will go tonight for all the newcomers?
All right. Well, it looks like 450 qualifying. Jeremy Shipley with the top time, 52.38. Also with a 52.398 is James Armstrong back off a week suspension. And then your red plate holder Tyson Fresquez clocks in at a 52.4. So 200ths of a second separating the top three guys. Jack Haley slots in fourth with a 53.3 and a 53.375. Right behind him, Matt Burkeen. And a whole bunch of guys all the way down to 13th place, all in the 53-second lap times. So definitely looking like a track going to make for some close racing in that 450 class. Notable up there, Atom Holm qualifies in the 6th spot. That's a triple-digit rider, Adam Holm. So pretty sweet to see.
Yeah, never, not in a bad way, never really a, hot lap hero, and it's awesome to hear that he's doing so well tonight.
In the 250 Supercross West class, Colton Mitchell, top qualifier, 53.2. So that would have slotted him really well, even in the 450 class. Rush Chapman, Jeremy Siebold right there. Siebold, of course, I believe, red plate holder in that one. Holden Cote and Bryce Whelan rounded out your top 5 in qualifying for that one.
Yeah. There we go. And right now it looks like we're loading up Heat 1. Just give it a second really quick since it's the first time loading in so many bikes and everything. We should be good. This week I made sure that we will not have the same issue of last week. Yes, no 4K skins this week. We're done with that. Guys, please don't send us 4K skins. If you can, give us a nice regular HD one. We'd really appreciate it. 4K skins ruin the stream, sadly. And even with my beast of PC, i7 980 Ti, everything you could imagine, just cannot make it work. So... but this week, we should be okay.
Yeah, it seems bubbly, actually, just during loading in periods. It seems like what's happening, and it looks like heat number 1 is on the line.
Let's see what we got in here. Vandy Lee, St. Lawrence in here. Wheeler. Let's keep an eye on Wheeler. Of course, Mr. Wheels, as we all know.
This is 450 Supercross heat number 1. We are going to take the top 4 to the main as Wheels hits the gate, it appears.
Yeah, about half the crew. Oh, and Armstrong getting knocked wide.
Vanderlee going to come out with the lead on the number 25. And he's got Spencer Turley jumping by him to the inside, going to take the lead down the first rhythms. Turley's going to go for that 3N. We're going to see a couple different rhythms through here. Turley going to quad up.
Yeah, right now, as you said, Turley out front, Schmidt, Vanderlei battling Lewis, Dupuis, Rogers is back here. Oh, Armstrong is down early. That is nowhere you need to be. Of course, for anybody new, we take the top 4 in each heat, top 5 in each semi, and then the 4 in the LCQ.
Tyler Schmidt running in 3rd right now. This will be his last race on the 450 for a few weeks as he'll drop down to defend his 250 East Supercross title that he won last year. Going to be running the number 1 plate starting next week when we kick off the East Coast.
One notable from last week that did really well and then sadly fell apart as the main went on to watch tonight is Quentin Deese. He's definitely showed a lot of speed lately and is, I don't know, I can consider him a podium rider if he has a good race tonight.
Oh, Turley almost goes over the bars on the Dragon's back. I saw he's running 3rd and 4th gear down those whip sections, going a low RPM route.
Going for the full blitz mode. Ludicrous speed. Yeah, sadly have yet to put a single lap on this track tonight, guys, so I really can't give my 2 cents on the track.
Going inside for 2nd.
Yep. Oh!
Together with Vanderlee. Different rhythms, puts Vanderlee on the ground. Zach Dupuis now jumps into the 3rd spot, puts the pressure on. And Tyler Lewis runs in 4th. Casey Oler knocking on the door of a transfer spot in 5th on the number 93 TBR machine. He's looking for one of those top 4 transfer spots.
Yeah, another big one too right there. Yeah, Schmidt also earlier had to go double single on the big triple, which caused him to catch up lose a lot of time on the front rider.
So resetting things, it looks like Schmitz has a problem.
Yep.
And Turley has left everyone out front 4 seconds. Tyler Lewis and Casey Ohlert now down.
Ohlert down.
He's going to slide into a spot. So Tyler Lewis is so close to eating it, but he runs in second.
Oh, another accident. Dupuis Wood down. Rogers tangled up in it as well as Ohlert, which started the whole incident.
Check out 5th spot, James Armstrong. He was 2nd fastest qualifier. He's come through the pack. He's one more spot to get into a transfer.
Yeah, the reason why he fell back a little bit, of course, is he went down, I think, 3 times lap 1, so it's good to see him getting back up into pace.
Trying to run down Tyler Schmidt, who has that last transfer right now. The rise of the race, Turley out front. Tyler Lewis, Quentin Dees has come through and is making the move into the number 2 spot.
Yeah, Dees riding on that Heckman Productions line. Heckman Productions, a fairly new team this year that stepped up with a couple of good riders. Dees has been good friends of him in mind for a while, and it's good to see him doing so well this year.
I was interested to see how Schmidt would do. I know he spent some time on the 250 this week trying to prepare for that East Coast title attack, but it looks like he's gotten readapted to this 450 rather quickly.
Yeah, definitely riding really well. And of course, once again, guys, for anybody new, top 4 make it through directly to the main. Everybody else has to wait for their semi. Quentin Dees taking the big quad line there.
Yeah, we're going to see different rhythms down the rhythm all night long. You can either go on-off and then 3-3-2, or go 3-3 and then a big 4 and 2 into the turn. But you get a lot of airtime doing the 4. I haven't quite figured out which is faster. I know that the fast laps from both Fresquez and Shipley were going on-off and then 3-3-2. They did not do the big quad on their fast laps.
Yeah, as they always say, the more airtime you have, the slower you go. And if you can scrub and stay skimmed, man, you can save a lot of time.
The last transfer battle is getting warm now. James Armstrong under a second on Tyler Schmidt as he ran a 53.6 lap time last time around. He's going
here he comes. Yeah, charging through those whoops.
A lot of time to be made up in these back-to-back whoop sections. Armstrong all over Schmidt looking for an opening. He's going to try to go down the outside of the rhythm.
You have to be careful in case Schmidt does veer over a little bit, but being pros, it's nothing like we have to worry about NAMs.
Scrubs it hard into that rhythm. He looks like he's going to have a wheel
side by side. Yep.
Looks like they're closing on Tyler Lewis as well, so Schmidt's going to keep charging forward. Kind of checked up there. It looked like he surrendered the spot, wasn't going to get over that triple cleanly, and I guess he knows he needs to try to attack right here, still get a top 4 spot. Maybe not with Armstrong, but maybe get after Tyler Lewis.
Yeah, and then also if they get tangled up, it's going to allow Schmidt, of course, to catch up even more on the back of these two, which is going to be good for everybody a little bit. But, you know, nobody doesn't want it except for Armstrong.
Back at the front, Turley clicking 4th down the whoops. He has less than a second lead now over Quentin Dees, so Dees is on the charge. And
that pass by Armstrong on Lewis, though. Oh, and then he hits the brick in the center, which caused them both to go down. It's going to allow Schmidt to get by in 3rd. So Lewis back on the bubble with Rogers. Tanner Rogers, first time we've seen him so far this race, really up in the top. Oh, and he gets the pass easy.
He goes.
Yeah. So Armstrong has a little bit of work ahead of him, but we've seen that being the fastest qualifier, he definitely does have a chance to get up there. In this heat, that is.
Yes, absolutely. I made a bet with Rogers before the race that I didn't think he would make the main event. He's looking to make me look stupid right now, but he hasn't made one all season long. So if he goes straight in out of the heat, he'll be...
Just for the fun of it, can everybody in chat put F in chat for Checker's money right now, because it looks like he's going to lose this bet.
And so Quentin Dees has taken the lead. We're on the last lap. Top 4 go to the main. I'm keeping an eye on this last transfer spot. But great ride right now. Quentin Dees involved in a lot of controversy this week.
No, who was that? Oh, it was a lapper. Sorry, lapper. I was double checking. Somebody was down in the midst of the top 4. Look at that spam of F in chat. Yep, rip Checker's money. Thanks again for playing along with us, guys.
But yeah, Rogers putting the pressure on Schmidt, but he's got to be careful. He has that last transfer, but Armstrong is throwing it down right behind these guys. Schmidt with a mistake.
Yeah, he almost hit the stripper harder than a girl straight out of college. I mean, that was a pretty rough issue he had there.
This last turn's going to get interesting. Inside goes Armstrong into the side of Rogers, puts it down. Rogers saves it. That looks like that'll set our top 4.
Yeah, I'm honestly pretty impressed that Rogers is actually able to stay up on that thanks to the newest snapshot. I mean, you were able to bar bang a little bit more than before, so a lot of people are going to go for it.
Armstrong, Vanderlee, Lewis, Cohenauer, Tom Holm after that great qualifying time, Dade Honeywell, Jack Haley, Kevin Pazaka, Connor Peavy, Casey Ohlert after running up front early, Andrew Wood, Logan Leitzel, William St. Laurent, Zach Dupuis way back in 18th place, Mike Strelo, Michael Wheeler, all semi-bound out of this one.
Yeah, and a lot of them. I mean, it just shows how quickly a heat can go. When you have a top 4 and then you end up 13th by the end, you kind of scratch your head and wonder, what could I have done differently throughout that race, or was it because of other people? Got to figure that out for the semi for sure.
That sets it. Cuts are in. Looks like top 4 stay the same. Everyone else to the semis, and we're going 450 Supercross Heat number 2 action. We'll see a couple heavy hitters in this one, including first and second in the championship. We're going to have Fresquez and Shipley both on the line, along with Nick Usick, Daniel Mills, Jeremy Henners, Toby Stocks, Devin Davis, Kellen Brower, Roy Mitchell, Matt Burkeen, Ethan Parks, Ryan Mahan, Luke Heberlein, Chase DeSalle, Brady Stanley, Clay Alfrey, Tyler Fry, Reed Young, Peter Like, Jesse Hindy will round out your field. We're about to go racing. A nice short start straight here. That's going to be an interesting first corner all night. Short start and deceiving with that berm out there at the end of the straight for the regular lap.
Oh, for sure. Watching a good friend of mine, quick shout out to Ethan Parks for making it into the race tonight.
Hindy with the whole shot from the outside.
With Burkeen taking it. Yeah, Burkeen taking over the top spot already.
Fresquez in third, going around his buddy Hindy for second. No, Brady Stanley going to go on by.
It's kind of fun. It looks like an old Villapoto Reed battle going down that section there with their skins tonight. Oh, and they come together.
Into the mix. He collides with Stanley. And that's at the locomotive Peter Like sneaking by, I believe it was. No, that's Daniel Mills, the number 31 Tiger Designs rider, goes into second. And Burkeen, his teammate, is already 4 seconds out front with all that chaos.
Here's Kellen up here, up in 7th to get through a couple of people, which is going to bring him up to 4th already. So Kellen going to take up the bubble right now. Early race. Good spot to be in.
Resetting everything. Gone out front by 8 seconds. Matt Burkeen. Devin Davis.
Hey, the number.
Mills 3rd. Brower 4th. And Stocks in 5th.
Yeah, I could throw a blanket on this top 5 right now, too. Nobody has any breathing room, right? Oh, and Kellen goes over the berm. Kellen
exits stage left. They said there was a cotton candy sale up in the stands, and he went to get some.
Yeah, he's making sure they get some autographs in early before tonight. And Ethan Parks, my buddy, going left to right across that section, but holding on to it. Right behind him, though, fresh squeeze Fresquez.
Oh, Mills is down hard in 3rd.
And both Ethan Parks and Fresquez go around. Good battle between these back here. Keep an eye. Devin Davis, good ride for him in 2nd right now. So Stocks in 3rd. Fresquez right here on the bubble. And then Ethan Parks. Once again, my bro. Hope he does well tonight. Good job, Ethan. Hope he could make it. But yeah, Tyson is going to take off here. He has a little bit more freedom than before.
Working up on the number 44 of Toby Stocks, the Aussie, running in the number 3 spot right now.
Look at right outside the bubble right now. 4-way battle. Oh, all 4 go down, too. Oh, it's got Henners in the mix, too. Oh, man, so much happening here. So right now, your top 4. Burkeen throwing the front flip. He has so much of a lead. He doesn't care. Devin Davis in 2nd. Stocks battling with Fresquez right now. Interesting battle.
Tyson goes right around the outside.
Yep, gives Ethan Parks a second to catch up a little bit. People are in chat are saying you're a tiny bit quiet here. I'm turning you up. No big. Just a little bit more. I'll put you at... There we go. You should be fine. Yeah, Stocks right now. Once again, Burkeen. What type of lead does Burkeen have? 7.5 seconds. Almost tied with his number. Once again at 8. Devin Davis 2nd, Fresquez, and Stocks, your top 4 right now. Ethan Parks sadly dropping back a little bit, but definitely going to look good for the semi tonight. Honestly, just proud he made it in. Henners up here, start your systems as you're watching right now. Alfie back here, Like, Mills, Mitchell.
Battles heating up for the number 2 spot now. Fresquez closing in on Devin Davis. He ran a 53.6 last time around. Davis a 55.4, so definitely carrying a little more speed as the Volcom rider. Fresquez goes inside.
Oh, and then Fresquez, yeah.
Front end lock issue there that doesn't exist supposedly.
Yeah.
Fresquez then cases the double of the triple.
Yeah.
He's at risk of losing 4th now to Ethan Parks.
Yeah, any other big mistake like that, Ethan will definitely get past.
We're at the halfway point of this heat race. They come around. Stock's now trying to reel in Devin Davis. Those guys have lost a lot of time to your leader, Burkeen, who's just on cruise control out front.
Yeah, right now looking up, and let's go through a little bit back here. Mills is back here as well. Brower sadly dropping back a bit, had a bubble spot, but right now in 9th. You know how heats go. Sometimes one mistake will end your entire heat.
Dropping like panties at a frat party.
There you go. Oh, and the front flip again by Burkeen every lap on that triple.
Burkeen having some fun. Nice comfy lead, laying down some
Stocks versus Fresquez. Fresquez goes around the outside on the triple. Stock's going to politely let him by, knowing that he's the faster rider. No reason to tangle.
We get close to the end of this thing, though. I still see Ethan Parks just kind of lurking back there in that 5th spot, waiting to capitalize on a mistake from one of these top 4 guys. Most likely someone's 2nd, 3rd, or 4th to make a mistake and drop him a direct transfer into the main event.
Yeah, definitely. I'm really proud of the guy. Good to see Ethan out there doing well tonight.
Oh, Fresquez stuck in the rails there. Might be the mistake.
Yep, here he comes. Going. Oh, and he goes backwards on track, but...
Turn around and Triptez. Ethan Parks moves up into a transfer.
Yeah, our boy Triptez. Awesome to see. Oh, and he's going to get around. Nope, that's a lapper. Sorry. Looked like possibly Stocks for a second.
He's going to have some serious pressure going on, though, because he's got the number 1 behind him. That's the guy you don't want when you have a transfer spot.
Oh, and
they're going to be coming around to get the white flag, I believe, as I'm watching Burkeen come to the line. White flag is out for Burkeen front flipping over. The last transfer is where the action looks like it's going to be, is the number 1 of Fresquez is going to try to avoid going to the semi.
Fresquez, as you said, that almost knifing in that last corner. He's pushing really hard right now. He does not want to spend any more time. Oh, and Ethan with a mistake. Here we go, boys. It's going to come down.
Is he
yeah.
going to do it right here? Is he going to wait? He's going to wait.
Yep, he's going to be patient about it. I think he respects Ethan right now.
You're going to look at this inside rut.
Beautiful.
Around it, blocks the line off. Fresquez into the number 4 final transfer spot. Now does Triptez have a run on the whoops?
I'm going to go on board for this last lap with Triptez. Let's see if
looking inside. Not going to do it, though. Got to get close or hope for a mistake from Fresquez or one of the other riders.
Which, I mean, surprisingly enough, we've seen quite a few times tonight already.
Across the line, Matt Burkeen front flips his way to heat number 2. Victory on the number 8. Tiger Designs coming across in 2nd. DX3 rider Devin Davis going to front flip his way into the main event as well. Is Toby Stocks going to also front flip? No.
And there goes Fresquez, stealing that final spot. Henners is actually going to take over Ethan Parks, sadly, so Ethan's going to drop back to 6th.
Daniel Mills comes around on the number 31, another Tiger Designs rider. He's going to find himself front flipping over the finish and on his way to the semifinal. Along with Reed Young, Kellen Brower, Clay Alfrey, Brady Stanley, Jeremy Shipley, all the way back in 12th.
Wow.
Roy Mitchell, Chase DeSell, Peter the Locomotive like, Nick Uzik, Luke Heberline, and Jesse Hindy, Tyler Fry as well.
Oh, Uzik versus Heberline to the line. That was a friendly little battle for way outside the top 4.
And cuts are in the top 4, stay the same, and we're going 250 class heat racing up next. We'll see the little bikes take on the track, see how they handle it.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how they hit that big rhythm section. I doubt anybody would go for the quad, which we've talked about, that the triple line seems to be a little bit faster, possibly. So we'll have to see how they take it throughout the night. Maybe somebody's got something up their sleeve that nobody knows about, like a Tomac's real-life triple quad last round.
All right. We have Tanner Halverson, Jack Fowler, Doug Oakley, Dylan Copeland, Zoe Cross, Dominic Saulnier, Dale Mullins, Travis Hoffman, Austin Eklund, Sean Klein, Stephen Barrington, and let's see, Alex Heckman, Chase Donovan, Holden Coat, Rush Chapman, Matthias Janis, round out your field. Heat number 1. We're going to take the top 9 out of this bad boy to the main event. Janice loading up that rear suspension.
Yeah, I was going to say, watching Janice off the start. Got to give him a little shout out really quick for, don't forget, tomorrow night, AM's on his channel. Here we go, guys.
Zoe Cross and Alex Heckman.
Yeah, Heckman taking up his spot.
Start.
Oh, and they're going to tangle. Oh.
And another Tiger Designs rider, this time on the team.
Oh, the yard sale. Guys, pick up your parts at the gate. Wow.
Tanner Halverson in second. Here comes Russ Chapman. He's been a fast one all year long. On the number 13, he launches into the 2 spot.
Halverson will have to be a little bit careful with this week because last week he got in a little bit of trouble for holding up some of the faster guys late in the main. Ooh, almost landing on Chapman there. He's going to take the inside. Oh, he wanted the clean, but decided to let off. Oh, Chapman boner airing to get that triple on.
Definitely noticing early on here that getting that clean start is almost guaranteed to have over a 5-second lead after the first lap, just with all the chaos and the back and forth corners and such. Start's going to be really important tonight.
Yeah, going back a little bit further, Skline up in here, of course, on the DM Racing. Well, probably the only DM racer you'll see all night tonight. You also got Sonny back here, A. Heckman back in 9th right now. So he's holding on to that final 9, which is good.
Going on for the 314 of Barrington.
Oh,
usually stuck building tracks.
Janice is down over to the side of the track. Sorry to cut you off. And then Heckman taking a 2-for-1 in the corner around his good buddy Skline, and Barrington is going to drop back even further. Crazy racing already. Oh, who was that down? It looks like that was Skline down in the corner. Not a person you usually see down that easy. Eklund gonna mess up right after two. Everybody's down on that triple. Let's see how Copeland gets a lap around this track on the 250. Let's go on board. Of course, if anything's going on behind them, let me know.
Looks like the battle right now is for the number 3 spot. Heckman goes to take it, and holy crap, he just put Austin Eklund up in the berm, collects the 91 of Zoe Cross as well, and causes all kinds of chaos as he lost it in the whoops. Got a little whiskey rattle.
It's crazy watching finishing up this lap right now with Copeland as they go around. It just shows how much the 250 struggle on the big jumps on this track.
Copeland leads the way, 7 seconds out. Chapman runs in second. Saulnier finds himself in third. I'm looking back through here. Austin Eklund in fourth.
Yeah, crazy to see Eklund doing so well now after being blown up over a couple of berms so far this heat.
Zoe Cross runs in fifth, and then where we find the battle, there's Barrington running in the 6th spot. He's got some serious pressure around the outside from Alex Heckman. Heckman Productions gonna look inside on Barrington.
Oh, here he goes. Cut him off. Good job.
Got that 2-stroke working. Matthias Janis in 8th and Holden Coat 9th, and they have a little bit of a lead over Sean Klein, who runs in the 10 spot.
Skline is no slouch either, too. He dominated the AMS class last year. He actually won 4 races in outdoor before it was over with already. So coming into this year is his first year of pro. But Matthias Janis, once again, our AM commentator, doing great out there out front. Or not out front, on the final bubble spot.
Lost that transfer. He's dropped into the 10 spot, opened up the door for Klein. Janis puts the pressure on Barrington. Barrington just trying to be smooth and steady, it looks like, out there. Not necessarily throwing down the big lines or anything like that, but...
Hey, having a Dungey ride.
Got himself a good start and trying to just capitalize on other people's mistakes, find himself into the main event. As he goes around, looks like maybe a lapper there.
Yeah, lapper down the corner, yep. Good little battle here. I'm going to go a little bit further and see if there's any up front battles. Oh, Sonny going down over the corner. Oh, Heckman versus Zoa cross up here. 2-stroke versus 4-stroke. Oh, and Heckman throws it away. And then right behind him is going to be Barrington and Janis, and they're both going to get by, so that drops Heckman back to 8th. Skline right behind with Coat.
Triple in hard on Barrington, almost puts him on the ground. Aggressive move.
Very aggressive.
Ooh, the battle for the last transfer is on right now. Holden Coat going 3 into the inside on Klein. No, he's going to check up a little bit. Coat looking for an opening.
No, Skline goes down, so Holden Coat is going to hold on to it even longer. Wow, not a good ride for Skline right now, making a couple of big mistakes. Going back up a little bit further, Janis versus Heckman here. Heckman seems to be finding everybody tonight.
Yeah, it looks like he's making a charge through and then finds himself on the ground. And speaking of finding himself on the ground, he almost does yet again.
Oh, and Janice is down, so that's going to allow Heckman to get by, as well as Barrington and Cote. Yep.
Cote actually made the move on Barrington as well. Janice back going in the 9 spot. He's got about 5 seconds right now on Sean Klein for that last transfer.
Yeah, Janice all over Barrington. Barrington making huge mistakes.
White flag is out, and we have a new leader. Dylan Copeland surrenders the lead to Russ Chapman on the 13.
Wow.
Give a little love to the Yogi rider, Chapman.
Yeah, I love the look of the Yogi bikes. They're pretty cool. I really enjoy it. Copeland in second right here. Oh, he's going to get charged up on by a lapper. Oh, that's, what's-his-face from last week that ended up tangling with the leaders as well.
The 574 machine of someone named 534, Tanner Halverson.
Yep, Halverson, yep. Yeah, he had an issue last week in the main, tangling with a couple of the front riders.
The white flag's flying. Looking at the last transfer right now, it's Stephen Barrington. He's only got 2 seconds on Sean Klein. Klein is laying the hammer down, going to jump the Dragons back right up to the back door as Russ Chapman takes the heat race win. The last transfer battle is on. Klein goes inside aggressive.
Nice pass. Beautiful pass.
Barrington been struggling to get that 3-3 on the 250. Now he's going to have to try to lay the hammer down or hope for some help. Going to go wide here. Klein going to go inside, get over the triple clean, though.
But already through, as you said, Chapman, Copeland, Eklund, Saunier, Cote, Heckman, Cross, and it looks like Janice is going to take that 8th. Klein, after everything, actually gets through to the main.
Jack Fowler, Stephen Barrington, Tanner Halverson, Chase Donovan, Doug Oakley, Travis Hoffman, Dale Mullins will be LCQ bound.
Checking for cuts really quick.
Only 16 riders in this heat, so that LCQ not going to be completely a loaded gate.
Yep, and all 9, there's no cuts whatsoever between the top 9, so everything will stay exactly the same going into the main. Of course, Heat 2 coming up.
Heat 2 of the 250 class brought to you by Famimex Design, www.famimex.com. Go get some graphics, pit shirts, or banners, some cool stuff. Anything you want, custom designs, pre-made designs, cool stuff.
Go to it.
Famimex.com.
Do it.
Probably see Blake running the 250 East Series would be my guess here in the Polar Class. He'll actually be building some of the rounds. Owner of Famimex, but heat number 2 on the line. Well, they're running in the field. Cody Dar, Vitamin Water, SYS Racing. And then Cody Daw, not to be confused with Cody Dar. Brandon Hedge, Justin Harper, Zach Prokop, Brandon Holdsworth, Jack Zars, Brock Pappy, James Schuler, AJ Green, Jeremy Siebel, Devin Ryan, Austin
the gate
Baird,
already. For some reason, I'm taking forever to load this time.
Colton Mitchell, Craig Leake, Bryce Whelan, Dominic Tiberino. Round out your field. We're going to have 17 riders doing battle.
Thank you again for all the upkeep. Again, thank you to every one of you being out there. We almost have 100 viewers tonight. Thank you so much for stopping by tonight and every Wednesday for the Pro Series. Me, myself, Motoagogo, filling in for Kellen Brower for the time being. And thank you again, Chex, for joining us tonight, as always.
All right. We're ready to go racing. The board is sideways and the gate's about to fall.
Here we go. Holdsworth on the outside, going to creep it in just in case. Oh, going first person. Here we go, guys. You can see how crazy the beginning is going on. Ryan to start.
Craig Leake had it.
And he takes it.
Up, and Devin Ryan, Relax the Tire, going to go out front. Craig Leake in second. Siebel third. And Cody Dar, a couple two-strokes running third and fourth right now.
Ooh, my boy Siebold getting taken out.
Oh, my. Bikes going everywhere. Looks like the 298's involved. Dar gets hit from behind by about 14 guys. So there goes his good start. Colton Mitchell slides through the chaos, as well as Brandon Holdsworth. Back at the front of the field, Devin Ryan has some serious pressure from Craig Leake. This is the first big gap we've had at the end of the
Great battle. I'm actually going to go right on board with Leake for a second and watch him chase him down, give a little on-board action for you guys.
He's looking inside right now already. He's looking for a spot around Devin Ryan.
Oh, the swap from the leader, somehow holding on.
Leake gets a little front end light and then swaps cases the Dragons back. Going to lose some serious time. Devin Ryan almost goes to Indonesia on the triple N, but saves it.
Indonesia,
he had his bags
I like
packed, but missed his flight, I guess. And now Craig Leake almost goes over the bars, blows the rhythm.
all it's doing is allowing to slip away even further.
Take a look back. The battle for third now. Zach Prokop has it. Jack Zars, the rookie, wants it.
Saucy behind him, too. That's some straight A1 if I ever saw it.
Zars has been impressive this whole West Coast campaign as a rookie, and now they're catching your leaders. Zars might go from fourth to first right here as he goes up into
Prokop
third.
Down. Slight slide out, no legs off, though. Boner air on the finish, and watch the nuts, kid. Poppy.
Going to the inside rut is Craig Leak going inside on Devin Ryan, showing him a wheel and letting him know he's there. And Zars right there, this top three, you could throw a blanket over him.
Yeah, once again, Ryan out front, Leak, Zars, Poppy, Daw, Mitchell, Prokop,
Ryan
Seabolt, coasting over the finish line, and Holdsworth right now running at your top 9. Seabolt going to the bubble.
Devin Ryan dropped all the way to the 6th spot with that crash. He went up into the bales after the Dragon's back.
Damn. Good race. Oh, and then Holdsworth going down after holding on to that top 9. So we've got Harper trying to battle in with Seabolt right now as your final spot.
One thing that I noticed definitely last week in Phoenix, long start straight, the two-stroke 250s had a huge advantage on the start. Short start straight this week, not as much of an advantage for them. Puts Seabolt back in the pack on the start and changing things up a little bit.
And it's kind of panning through our top 9 once again. Poppy, good race for him. Ryan up here as well. Prokop still. Oh, Dog getting a little sideways there. Seabolt once again. I think he's one in now. So our final is Tiberino. But Harper is catching.
Also, layout-wise, this track a lot tighter than last week's. And I believe that'll make a big difference on the two-stroke versus four-stroke. Seabolt, a huge mistake. Gets back going, doesn't lose a spot, but he does have Tiberino close behind and Justin Harper on the outside looking into a transfer. Trying to make it happen.
Seabolt blitzing those whoops. Just solid on him today. Oh, a little nosedive on the Dragon. If he came up a tiny bit shorter, that would have been done for right there. But Tiberino does have a Harper getting closer and closer to him, it seems like. So right now, back out front.
Tiberino, Kaysen rides it out at the front.
Leak has about a 4.1 second lead. Mitchell's behind him still. Poppy and Ryan.
And Leak has a tumbling lapper in front of him that goes right over the berm. Exit stage left to get out of his way, I guess.
Got lucky on that. It's not really a whole lot going on.
Ways behind. Looking at the lap times, 56.5 for Craig Leak.
Zars gets into Poppy, which got into, I think, a lapper that was down. Yes, it was. Ooh, so Poppy not being able to get through the rhythm at all. So Daw's going to get right on the backside of him now. Seabolt just kind of running at his own pace right now, all alone in that solo lane. Seabolt looking very calm, very relaxed. Somebody down in the middle of that triple he just jumped over was making sure it wasn't a rider in the top 9. Tiberino, a little bit of a boner air off the lip, but not bad at all. Right now, back out front, Leak, Mitchell, Ryan.
Yeah, Mitchell running about 2 seconds a lap faster than your leader, so he's reeling in Craig Leak slowly but surely, and Leak makes a huge mistake. He's going to have to roll the triple, and that's going to really tighten up this battle. They're going to be almost bar-to-bar.
Yeah, a little bit more separated this heat than the first one, but as you said, the Leak-Mitchell battle right now is definitely heated up. Oh, Mitchell sliding the whole top of that berm.
White flag is out. We're going to have a battle for the win on this one. Leak has it.
Oh,
Mitchell
Leak knifes it.
And takes it.
Yeah, sadly knifed right around the corner. Front end stuck and could not go anywhere.
It looks like Colton Mitchell, the number 10 versus PC.com FamiMax rider, is going to possibly have a chance to cruise to this win. Craig Leak trying to keep it right there. He is actually not far behind it. It's actually maybe closing a little bit now. After that mistake, I thought he was out of it, but he's laying it down. Interesting to see these guys going 3-3-3.
Prokop taking an exit off the track. So it's going to allow Poppy to get by. Seabolt is not close enough. Oh, who is that down? Poppy is down, so it's allowed Seabolt to sneak by. Right now, your winner, of course, Colt Mitchell. Good ride for him. Leak is going to take second, not too far behind. Looks like Azaris should have third.
The Moto Chasing rookie going to come around to take that 718 directly to the main with a solid gate pick. Cody Daw and Devin Ryan going to battle the line. And Devin Ryan going to battle to remember what happened from that crash because he went face first into the dirt. He's going to surrender a spot to Seabolt as well.
Dirt nap for sure. Seabolt, beautiful ride for him after battling all the way up to 11th and then up to 5th.
Ryder went flying into the track as Whelan makes the move on Pappy into the last turn. Prokop going to get the last transfer. Justin Harper going to that LCQ along with Schuler, Tiberino, Hedge, Green, Dar, Holdsworth, and Bear.
Good battle here. Tiberino versus Schuler going to the line for fun. Oh, Tiberino went for it. You know what they say, if you're not going to go for it, don't go at all.
They do?
At times.
I've never heard that before. Are we just making stuff up now?
Sure, why not? Oh, man. Ooh. And sorry again, guys, if you can hear the thunder and lightning, I'm going to mute my mic just for a second here.
They also say go big or go home, so what I say, go home or go big or go home with me.
The wise crack. And again, sorry guys, it's pouring rain and thunder and lightning here, so I do apologize if you hear any of that.
Top 5 going to go to the main out of this one. Semi-final number 1, Michael Wheeler, William St. Laurent, Dade Honeywell, Jordan Vanderlee, Jeremy Cohenauer, Kevin Frizaka, Jeremy Shipley, Ethan Parks, Luke Heberlein, Chase DeSalle, Clay Alfrey, Logan Leitzel, and Tyler Fry, Reed Young, Jesse Hindy, and Andrew Wood. Round out your field down to turn number 1. Hindy goes way off the track, and Jordan, the Vander Bomber, explodes into the lead.
Yeah, hoping my buddy Ethan Parks from the last race doing really well. So hopefully he can do well. And look at Wheels Up here. Good to see Wheels Up in a top 5 right now. Oh, and he's going to case, though. Yep, that's going to allow a lot to get by. He might tangle. Nope.
Jeremy Shipley, of course, second in the championship out in this race. Runs in the 4 spot, so he's in a transfer, but he needs to get a gate pick. Tight first turn. Start's important. Vanderlee's had him on lock all night. Unfortunately, in his heat race, wasn't able to hold on to a top 4. But he just blew out of the start gate tonight on the Mad Cape Racing number 25.
Yeah, Vanderlee, as you said, charging once again. Good battle for second. Shipley versus Connor. Or
Shipley sending it into those whoops. Not scared at all. Definitely has that race tech suspension dialed in.
Hindy, Ethan Parks, St. Laurent, a lot of guys together in that corner.
Yeah. It's a yard sale at turn number 4. Bike parts for free.
But right now, Alfie having a pretty good ride. St. Laurent. People asking where I'm from for the storms. Northern Georgia, guys. Never afraid to tell you guys about that area. It's pretty stormy. Cohenauer.
Alfie is in 4th. St. Laurent almost going over the bars. Runs in 5th. That's our last transfer. He's got a lot of pressure from Leitzel and Heberlein. The 28 and the 201.
Oh, getting love tapped.
I don't know what he was doing there. Just ran right into the back of Heberlein. Made them both lose a lot of time.
Remind me of back in the day when Michael Lessie launched his bike into the side of, I think it was Baggett.
Tickle.
Or Tickle, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Tickle.
Yeah, Tickle around that corner just launched it right into him.
All right.
Good job with Furusaka right here as well. 8th, a little bit further back than he needs to be, but Heberlein doing everything he can to catch up.
Shipley has taken the lead on the 39, so trying to do what he has to do versus PC Family Mix. Vanderlee's Mad Cape ride falls into 2nd, still in a transfer, but he's got some serious pressure from MP Films rider Jeremy Cohenauer on the 42. Cohenauer putting the pressure on, showing a wheel.
Yeah, Heberlein only a 2nd back, so he's right there on him. Just hoping to push an issue. Yeah, Heberlein.
What are you watching? The battle's for 2nd, bro.
Watching the final transfer right now. They're getting pretty close back here. But yeah, battle. Oh, Shipley down hard in the whoops right now. Vanderlei is going to take over the top spot. Oh, yeah, he's going to get
a transfer out of this deal or what? Where's he going to get up? He's trying to get back going turning straight, trying not to get protested.
Yep.
Going to fall outside of a transfer. And these are short races, so Shipley's going to have to put some work in. In 6th, needs 5th. A lot of guys right in front of him, though.
Yeah, Heberlein now getting that spot that he was fighting for earlier, but of course top 5 go through, so Jeremy is on the top.
Right her down.
Yep, that was St. Laurent.
That was St. Laurent. Shipley going to go for another one in this corner. Aggressive to the inside of Cohenauer.
And, I mean, it was aggressive, but he actually let off, too. He didn't want them both to tangle. Yeah, definitely gave him a lot of room.
Came in there.
Oh, yeah, he scared the crap out of him in that corner. Down.
That's Heberlein down, the Gravedigger. Going to try to get back up. He should still be able to get going if he can get over this finish jump. He's going to roll it, try to play it safe.
Vanderlei sideways on Dragons. Vanderlei, our leader, is down. Plenty of room, though. I don't think Alfrey will catch him, maybe? Right there on him now, okay. So Shipley doing what he can. He's in 4th, so doesn't need to push the issue too much. Heberlein on the bubble. Ethan Parks, our buddy, did really well Heat 1. Or it might have been in Heat 2, but either way in his Heat. Hopefully he's going to be able to come back in this and make a transfer. If not, he's going to have to deal with the vengeance that is the LCQ.
Shipley has found the ground.
Yep.
Is that going to open the door for Parks as he's coming down the rhythm? And Shipley looks like he's going to get back going.
Oh, but he's not going to make the triple, though.
Into the bales, though.
Parks doesn't know he's there, maybe. He definitely does now. So right now, good racing here. Shipley, did you see how he landed on that table? Landed front wheel straight, back end was 90 and somehow like scrubbed out of it. So Shipley, I think, might be feeling a little bit of pressure to get going again.
Oh, Heberlein down.
Oh, yeah.
In the 4, so Shipley's going to get around him just barely, and Ethan Park's going to go into a transfer.
Wow.
Honeywell's
Final lap,
to the
too.
Side of Heberlein. They don't need to race each other. They need to race forward and try to run down Ethan Parks for that last transfer.
That is for sure.
With one straightaway and one corner to go, though, it looks like the Vanderbomber, the 25, Jordan Vanderlei, going to put the Mad Cape machine into the main with the semifinal #1 win.
Yeah, great ride for him. Alfrey 2nd, as you were saying. Jeremy taking
third. We're going to get through.
Cohenauer, yeah. Shipley. Oh, come on, Triptez. Come on, dude. My bro.
Transfer battle. Heberlein coming up hard down the inside.
Oh, that cut, though. Wow. Okay. That was a huge cut by Heberlein. Honeywell actually taking the correct line. Triptez, sadly, just... I don't know what exactly happened there.
What's going to be interesting, though, on cuts, there was less than a second gap between Honeywell and Heberlein.
Wow, that was a huge... I mean, he went fully inside the stripper pole. That was a pretty big cut. I'm intrigued. Let's see what happens.
I'm interested to see what happens here. And cuts are in, and that does put Honeywell into the main event with the 5th spot now.
Wow, not only that, but Triptez also does keep his 7th. Doesn't move anywhere else. So, yeah, that cut brings... Wow. What a way to end that.
Alfrey, Cohenauer, Shipley go with Dade Honeywell to the main event. And we got another one on the line. Nick Uzik, Daniel Mills, Jeremy Hinners, James Armstrong, Jack Haley, Kellen Brower, Roy Mitchell, Zach Dupuis, Mike Strelo, Ryan Mahan, Brady Stanley, Casey Ohlert, Connor Peavy, Peter Like, Tyler Lewis, Tom Holm. Round out your field. We have 16 riders. 5 of them are going to go to the main event after this one.
Keeping an eye on our buddy right here, Kellen Brower, off the start here. Usually, of course, your commentator filling in for him to race. Hopefully he does well.
A lot of guys into the gate.
Oh, loop out Larry.
Inside gate. But the gate is down. Looks like Strelo going to have the start. No, Jack Haley going to sneak and slide it away.
Kellen going to start
goes
in
into the 2. Looks like
second.
Armstrong got collected. Brower going to go into 3rd.
Yeah, 3rd now. There you go. Good ride for him.
Mitchell and Ohlert are your top 5. Bad news for James Armstrong. He actually got landed on the start with a good one. He had a good qualifying time. Good
the pile-up behind Uzik, Holm, and Stanley all got together. Oh, and looks like Allhart and Mitchell, as you were saying, yeah, down right after the triple. So Haley once again.
A couple San Diego boys battling for the #2 spot. A couple buddies, Strelo and Brower.
Oh, in this battle for right behind them, we got about 5 deep going for the same position.
The locomotive leads the way. The engine, Peter Like. Ryan Mahan going to look for that inside rut. Not a lot of guys using that. We saw Fresquez use it to make a pass earlier.
Yeah, cleanest pass of the night probably, too, for a battle.
Lewis, though, wants that spot. A couple guys down. One of those was Brower.
Oh, no. Armstrong getting through, but no, he gets killed. Oh, so does so many people behind him. Mahan
also down, and there's a 40-rider pile up after the Dragon's back.
Yeah, Mahan was down at the end of the Dragon's back, which ended up collecting everybody. So crazy events here. Right now, Haley, Like, Lewis, Henners, and Stanley.
Jack Haley all by himself on a vacation to a private island out in the #1 spot. Peter Like. Train tracks led him to the front of the field.
Stanley having to back off on the back of Henners. Henners throwing it away, and so does, who is that down? Peavy.
Brower somehow finds himself up into the 6th spot. He's going to have to get around his Vitamin Water SYS racing teammate, Henners, for that last transfer. Does Kellen put him over a berm?
That's the question I'm wondering right now. You don't see Henners around too much, so I wonder how close their ties still are. Is it, you're a friend, so I'll let you go, or show a wheel and we'll talk about it later?
I mean, I'd send my grandma to the cotton candy stand early, and I'd just tell her, I'd give her a couple bucks, though, on the way, you know, slip it to her as I'm slamming her off the berm.
Exactly. At the same time, neither of these two, of course, want to go to the LCQ. So this is going to be an interesting fight to the end, I bet. Right now, still Haley out front. You got Like. Oh, good battle. Lewis versus Stanley here in 3rd.
Quiet night so far for the 22 of Stanley.
But yeah, Henners and Kellen starting to get a little bit closer. Let me know what you guys think in chat. Do you think Kellen is going to be nice, or do you think he's going to put the power around the outside of Henners? What do you guys think?
Or is the inner Cody Dar going to come out in one of them and they're just going to lawn dart and not have to worry about it?
Just put yourself out of your own misery. Don't worry about the other guy. Lewis and Stanley still going at it here, though. A lot of people asking for first person. We'll definitely jump on. Just right now, too many good battles to keep an eye on. Stanley
makes a little mistake, as I just thought he was going to close up on Lewis. And they're both closing up on Like.
Yeah, Brower going a little bit further back on Henners now. Just not much, still right there.
He's just sizing him up, getting him where he wants him in his crosshairs, and he's going to lay the hammer down.
Here, we'll go on board with Kellen a little bit, give him some TV time. Once again, guys, if you have not followed this channel yet, this is the man, myth, the legend that runs it. Please do hit that follow button.
The YouTube sensation. Oh, sorry, 52, Kellen Brower.
The dominator of gifts.
Kellen did win a special award this
here it
weekend.
is.
They're just going to win a transfer to the main right in front of Brady Stanley. But he's not done out of the woods yet, because running a 53.3 lap time is James Armstrong in the 33, running in the 6th spot. And he's got his sights locked on the back of Kellen Brower.
And keeping an eye still around this lap to give you guys a lap around the track for any of you that haven't been on it yet.
Armstrong, I might just have to give him the setup of the week look this week. The thing looks, Team Volcom setup looking sick.
Yeah, Volcom setup is beautiful, definitely. It's probably one of the best looking setups out there, hands down.
Hands up and hands down. Back up, back up. Nice little tire tap line into that last turn from Armstrong. I don't know if it's faster, but it looked a lot smoother and cleaner. Instead of jumping off that table, kind of just bounces into the face and doubles into the corner. Getting off that
last
table.
week somehow Tyson pulling off that amazing tire tap in the middle of that rhythm before the finish line?
Right. And the battle for the last transfer going bar
is.
to bar down the whoops. Armstrong has a run. He's on the outside, though. Is Brower going to put him in the berm? I would have.
No, he puts a bolt to the ground.
Adams down there behind him, so here comes Mahan. They're going to get up and drag race to this rhythm.
Oh, yep, here comes Mahan, as you said, right behind. Wow, this is getting close, and this is the final lap coming up, too.
Comes in hard.
Oh, he's done with Kellen tonight. Wow.
That's a pickup pass right there.
Yep.
And taking the win, Jack Haley comes across.
Horrible backflip into the face of it. I'll give it a 2 out of 10.
Henner's going to come around for the #2 spot.
What's crazy to think, too, because Henners and Kellen were just battling for the final transfer, and Henners ends up getting second. Beautiful ride for him.
Peter Like takes his train to the main. Tyler Lewis going to go through, and James Armstrong aggressively finds himself into that last transfer. Mahan, Atom home, Daniel Mills, Nick Uzik, Connor Peavy, Casey Ohlert. Kellen Brower drops all the way to 12th, so ruins his gate pick for the LCQ as well. Mike Strelo after leading early. Another SYS rider, Zach Dupuis. And Brady Stanley, Roy Mitchell, they're all LCQ bound. Speaking of LCQ, do you know what's coming up next? The 250 LCQ, the best racing of the night.
Oh yeah, hands down. I mean, it's one of those that we never really want people to clean each other out, except for the LCQ. We expect a little rubbing, a little bit.
3 minutes plus 1 lap. 4 riders going to go to the main in this Racetech LCQ. Stephen Barrington, Cody Darr, Brandon Hedge, Travis Hoffman, Doug Oakley, Jack Fowler, Tanner Halverson, Brandon Holdsworth, Brock Pappy, AJ Green, Chase Donovan, James Schuler, Dominic Tiberino, Edward Mora, Austin Bear, Dale Mullins. Round out your field, 16 riders, 4 of them going to the main, 12 of them going to be pissed off watching the stream.
I'm going to watch Mora out here. Of course, Sino on YouTube. Amazing edits. Always awesome to watch him out riding. Fast guy himself, so let's see how he does in this LCQ.
He is down. And into turn number 1, a big pileup. Looks like it's happening. Mora from the outside. Schuler on the inside. Mora is going to go to the lead.
Good pass by Mora there for the outside. Forced an issue.
Go into the bales. Comes down and collects. Looks like Halverson and can't get a number on the other rider. That would be Dale Mullins. They got collected in that as well.
Mullins, yep.
So Mora out front, Tiberino second, Pappy in third but laying on the ground, and Chase Donovan has your last transfer right now.
Fowler jumping over Hoffman for that line. That was a pretty insane little line there.
Watch out for Travis Hoffman. Anytime he is on the track, there's action about to ensue.
Donovan watching and keeping an eye on him right now because of that final transfer. But, you know, like we always say, in front of him, Poppy goes down on his own. So there goes his top 4 for now. Shoulder on that Volcom rider we were talking about earlier, how good it looks. And on the inside, here comes, I think that's Poppy. Yep, try to get the line.
So Hoffman right now has the transfer. Fowler, Schuler, and Pappy all want it.
Austin Bear just tumbling.
Fowler comes up aggressive on the inside, puts him on the ground. Travis Hoffman, see you later. That probably will end his night.
Oh, yeah, especially this late already in the LCQ.
Pappy going to go around Schuler up into the 5 spot.
Over
the triple.
That
Schuler's going to come
scrub.
back on him.
The lag bubble.
You're going to the stands for the main event. I'm going to go try to get this number 4 spot away from Jack Fowler.
Yeah, my screen Schuler didn't even touch him. Abusing the bubble as he goes down on his own.
And Pappy going to get
he
collected
dangles
with him again. Here comes Barrington.
Barrington going to get the pass. Might not hold it. Oh, they got close.
Quick top 4 reset before we go back to that final transfer. Edward Mora, Vermont leads the way. TBR's Dominic Bro, Tiberino runs in second. Donovan's moto chasing in the 3rd spot, and Jack Fowler has that last transfer. Barrington, Pappy, Schuler on the outside looking in, trying to make it happen.
Yeah, all working the hardest out of anybody out there. The top 4, all they got to do is breathe easy and make it happen, and these guys have a lot of work.
Fowler almost went over the bars with that last transfer, saves it.
Ooh. You know, Fowler's screaming inside that helmet right now, just asking himself, what am I doing? This is my race. I cannot throw this away.
I'm sure his thumbs are shaking on the controller right now.
Easy. Thumb pump is becoming a factor. Great race back here, though. Barrington versus Poppy still just lap after lap. Just will not let each other go.
They need to not worry about each other, though. Definitely be worried about trying to get into this main event. White flag going to fly this time around for your leader, Edward Mora. He's got a 5-second gap. A little mistake, though, from the 48.
Barrington almost getting sideways at the end of those whoops, as Poppy does. So Poppy is down.
Donovan starting to come under a little bit of pressure from Fowler, missing the rhythm. Fowler going to triple up the inside of him. Risky move when they're both in transfers.
Yeah,
Fowler's not going to make the triple. Donovan going to go over him. Oh, he almost goes down. Fowler racing really hard when he has a transfer spot.
Yeah, Barrington back here doing everything he can, kicking himself. I mean, he had a couple of chances to transfer throughout the night. So final lap is the final of the top 4 go through.
Fowler, the way he's racing Donovan, though, keeping the pressure on, that's what Barrington needs. He needs a mistake from these guys, as he is 6 seconds behind.
Maybe they're in TeamSpeak with a little strategy telling him, yes, get up on him. Yes, make him mistake. Make him like all the mistakes.
Tiberino is also not safe. He's right there as well now in front of Donovan. Things are tightening up. Second, third, and fourth. They all have transfers.
Is just on a victory lap right now.
Donovan cases the rhythm again. Fowler doesn't triple inside of him in the first one, but he triples by there. Donovan going to get a run on him. Cross jump. Carl happening on the triple. What's going to happen?
And of course, our leader, winner of this LCQ, Mora, is going to make it through. Just keep an eye back here. Tiberino is definitely going to get second. But now who's going to make it through, and who might make the big mistake and let Barrington have this?
Donovan just trying almost to let him go.
Oh,
there,
and Barrington goes down. So no matter what.
Fowler and Moto chasing Donovan to the main, Barrington to the seats along with Brandon Holdsworth, Travis Hoffman, Austin Bear, Pappy, Mullins, Schuler, Oakley, Green, Halverson, Dar, Hedge. They're already exited to the cheap seats. They left. They were over it. They said, I'm going to tune into SYS TV and watch these main events unfold, having some popcorn and a beverage.
Speaking of beverage, as we go to the LCQ, I'm grabbing some Gatorade. Be right back 2 seconds.
We have one more LCQ, and then we're going main event racing. It'll be 3 minutes plus 1 lap, top 4 to the main here in the 450 LCQ. That'll be happening right here on the restart. This one going to be brought to you by Tiger Designs. Get your lid looking sick, bro. Screaming creative with Tiger Designs. They also sell helmets. Did you know that? Yep, they sure do.
All right, back just in time.
Michael Wheeler, William St. Laurent, Nick Uzik, Daniel Mills, Kevin Ferzaka, Kellen Brower, Roy Mitchell, Zach Dupuy, Mike Strelo, Ethan Parks, Ryan Mahan, Luke Heberlein, Chase DeSalle, Brady Stanley, Casey Ullert, Tyler Fry, Reed Young, Jesse Hindy, Andrew Wood, A. Tom Holm, Logan Leitzel, Connor Peavy. That's a full LCQ on the line.
Very stacked LCQ tonight, too. A lot of the guys in here I did not expect in the LCQ tonight.
Stanley way on the outside. He's been one of the faster guys in the game. Daniel Mills, always known for his good starts. Look for the 31 machine off the start. The gate is down. And into turn number 1. Lots of chaos. Chase DeSalle leads him through.
Gone.
Looks
in the
like
first
Mills
turn.
was in second. Washed it out, though. Heberlein going to go in. Reed Young. Michael Wheeler up in the 6th spot. And Jesse Hindy with another good start. He's going to triple his way up into the 3 spot.
Park, sadly, our boy Tripta is starting in 12th this race. Hopefully he can get up there. Had a great...
Wheels found the ground. Chase DeSalle leads the way. Prime Design, Splitfires, Heberlein, DGX Hindy, and Atom Holm, the privateer.
DeSalle has Heberlein all over, and Heberlein goes down.
Atom's down as well. So William St. Laurent, Nick Uzik.
Wow.
Roy Mitchell going to come through. Here comes Tyler Fry. So things starting to unfold a little bit. Uzik right now on the hot seat.
Oh, Mitchell sliding out that inside.
And catches the bales into the whoops. Going to lose all his drive. Crossing up with Tyler Fry. Reed Young coming in to say hello.
Oh, and Reed gets destroyed by Fry that had a bet. Oh, and he takes out Ethan with him. Wow. Poor Parks. I was hoping he'd actually make the main tonight. DeSalle, Hindy, Uzik, and St. Laurent right now with, of course, Mitchell right in the back of him.
That last transfer is getting more Mitchell relaxed attire and St. Laurent Mad Cape. Dicing her up.
So right now, Mitchell's still holding out, trying to get St. Laurent. Let's go on board, actually, for a second with Mitchell, see if he can track him in.
Oh, DeSalle out of the transfer now.
Really? He just had the lead. Wow, I wonder what happened.
He just went down after the whoops, and now sitting in the 5th spot.
That fast.
He's got Mitchell right in front of him. So Mitchell now in a transfer. DeSalle out. Connor Peavy is lurking back there as well.
Oh, DeSalle's down.
Big pile up down the rhythm. Luke Heberline says, thank you very
Wow.
much. I'll monster truck my way straight up into a transfer.
Oh, and a battle for the lead right now. Usyk versus Mitchell versus a lapper. No, actually, it's not a lapper. That's Mitchell. Sorry. For some reason, my camera panned. So St. Laurent versus Usyk versus Mitchell versus Heberline now. All top 4 right here.
Update on our buddy Kellen Brower. He's following Wheels around there in the 6 and 7 spots, so they're not far out of this thing. There's a chance. The way that the chaos is happening out front as Mitchell slides out.
Yep.
PV's going to say, hello, I'll take that transfer.
Yeah, Wheeler now popping a wheel in back here with Brower. Brower power coming through.
Mitchell's all over the back of PV.
Wheels. Oh, with Brower going over the berm, he's done for the night. Wow. So once again, your top 4, St. Laurent, Usyk, Heberline, and PV with Mitchell all over PV.
Last transfer is about to get good. Mitchell's looking inside.
That inside,
Close.
you really have
Right
to
here,
square
he's
up
gonna
to get
set
the
him
speed
up.
for it.
Nope, not going to do it yet. He's going to wait. Going to
Did
try
have
it here,
faster
maybe.
corner speed there, definitely.
Waiting for his opportunity. Eventually, Mitchell's going to dive to that inside. Maybe right here after the finish is going to be his spot as he scrubs away, gets a little sideways double whip. Then he goes into his back tire.
Now his wheels to catch up a little
Could be
bit.
it. Mistake-free last lap's what PV needs. Mitchell's going to send it down into this whoop section hard.
Yeah, right now, St.
Wheels.
Laurent, Heberline, Usyk, your top 3. PV, of course, holding on the final transfer with Mitchell right here.
To the rhythm. Can PV get the 3-3-2? Goes 3, goes 3. He's going to get the 2. Mitchell giving it everything he's got. Going to mess up a little bit. Not going to be able to get the triple.
That's probably all she wrote for that final. Oh, and Mitchell's down! Oh, so, yep, definitely everything he can do is gone.
So St. Laurent, Heberline, Usyk, and PV going to be your final 4 to go into the main event. Wheels going to come up just short, along with Kevin Frazaka, Zach Dupuis, a single digit, a lot of double digits, Chase DeSalle, Roy Mitchell, Reed Young, all double digit guys not making the main event, along with there goes Tyler Fry, Ethan Parks, Cullen Brower and Parks, both double digits, laying on the ground, making out in the corner. Casey Ohlert, another double digit. Stanley and Hindy, Andrew Wood, Atom Holm.
Parks gets destroyed as he goes by.
Man, Strelo, Mills, so many fast guys not going to the main event tonight. There's too many fast guys, not enough gates to get them all on.
Yeah, especially Mahan and Aholm. I did not at all expect them to not make it tonight, especially with their lap speeds. So,
Did you say A-hole or A-hole?
Aholm. I don't know if he's an A-hole. I never met him, but Aholm. We'll stick with that for now. But great racing tonight so far. Excited to see how these mains end up. I mean, it's a very tough, very tight track, as you said it is, and a lot of crashes we've seen tonight compared to most other rounds so far this year. So, I think it's really anybody's game in the main, except for you got Tyson out there. So we'll see what happens for the 450 class.
All right, 250 main event lineup check. We're going to have Sean Klein, Austin Eklund, Cody Daw, Dominic Saunier, Zoe Cross, Dylan Copeland, Justin Harper, Jack Pollard, Zach Prokop, Jack Zars, Jeremy Siebel, Alex Heckman, Devin Ryan, Chase Donovan, Holden Coate, Colton Mitchell, Craig Leake, Bryce Whelan, Dominic Tiberino, Matthias Janis, Edward Moore, Rush Chapman, rounding out your field. It's 22 riders. We're going to go 15 minutes plus 1 lap, 250 main event. This is our lineup check, warm-up lap, getting ready. And my guess is we're going to see a whole lot of crashing on lap number 1. So getting out front, getting through rhythm number 1 and turn number 2 clean, going to make the difference.
I don't know if you saw that amazing line by Seabolt jumping over the top of, I don't remember who it was that was in first already, but he rode down the front
I
fender
believe
of
that
him.
was a leak and
Yeah, I
some
think
warm-up
it
lap
was,
shenanigans going on here.
Gotta love the warm-up. And again, guys, thank you for all joining us. We're at right about 85 to 90 people again viewing tonight. Thank you so much for stopping by. And, every Wednesday, 9:15 Eastern Time, right here on Start Your Systems, we'll have all the pro races right here for you.
Guess what? It's
It's
about time to go raging.
I like raging better than racing. That is very true on this track tonight. Oh, and Triptez, a.k.a. The Rubber, popping up in chat. Man, you had such a good ride tonight. Proud of you. Sucks you didn't make it through. Here we go, guys. You could hear a pin drop.
And the board sideways, the gate's about to drop. Ladies and gentlemen, 14,000 guys into the gate. The gate is down to turn number 1. Looks like the 48 from the outside had it. Got down along with 18 other guys, and Sean Klein going to say, hello, I'll take that whole shot. DM Racing.
Our boy Skline, as you said, in dead meat. Mitchell right here, Ryan, Janice, Siebold, Cross, Sonny, Fowler, Daw, Eklund, Procomp, Coat, and Chapman. We'll go that far for now and go back to the front to not miss any racing. Oh, and down goes, looks like, Ryan.
There's a 10-point gap in the points right now. Siebold over Mitchell. Mitchell, good start. Where's Siebold? He runs in the 4 spot. The championship battle, of course, we're getting down to the final rounds of this 250 West Series. It's about to heat up, and Mitchell's going to try to take off and get a win here as he takes the lead away from Sean Klein. Klein makes a mistake, gets back going, though, in the number 2 spot still. Siebold up to 3rd, trying to set out after Colton Mitchell.
Oh, and our big man on campus, Kellen, checking in. Dude, you had a pretty good ride tonight. Sucks things didn't work out, man. Hopefully next week. Siebold, though, desperately needed, as you said, 10-point gap between Mitchell and Siebold right now. Siebold on the inside of Skline, making it look easy.
I don't know about you, but this is the race that I wanted to see. I wanted to see Siebold, Mitchell 1-2 and see what they have.
100% agree.
Versus 4-stroke as well.
I'm honestly surprised that Siebold can make that triple on the 2-stroke from the inside. That shows a lot of talent for that bike.
Have you seen his corner speed?
Oh, it's nuts. Yeah, he has to keep it going. He has to keep that RPM on the pipe or else he's not going to make it.
Oh, Mitchell going to almost case the finish.
I can imagine Mitchell, whoever is in his ear right now in TeamSpeak, giving him some specs about who's around him, letting him know, dude, Siebold is right there.
Siebold coming 3rd tapped on the 2-stroke into the whoops, drops it to 2nd, and then 1st for the corner, then 3rd gear pinned again on the way back out.
It's amazing.
Keeping the bike straight as an arrow. Prime Design Graphics number 1. Keeping that red plate rolling as well. Oh, mistake by Mitchell. Here comes Siebold to the inside. Cross jump Carls.
Oh, got it though. But he's not going to make the triple.
Mitchell clips him. Is he going to ride it out?
Nope.
No, he goes down.
Dang. And so here comes Klein back.
End of the battle we wanted to see. Perhaps Sean Klein moves into 2nd. Janice into 3rd. Mitchell going to get going in the number 4 spot. Slippy. That's that title slipping away from Colton Mitchell right now.
Yep, slowly but surely.
I know it's early in the race. We're only 2 minutes and 45 seconds into this 15+1 race. But give Siebold a clear track in the lead. He's got that number 1 on his bike for a reason and a 10-point lead to go with it.
Going back a little bit further in the pack to see if anything's going on. Russ Chapman's back here with a lot of riders around him. Looks like we got Copeland, Saulnier, Prokop, and Leak, and everybody right here hunting him down. Good battle back here.
Oh, I was about to give a shout out to Cody Daw, and then he eats it. He was up in the top 5. Impressive. And now Chapman's going to go down. Rice Wheeling going to go on by and say, hello, top 5. I'm coming through. Bentley Graphics rider.
Side by side, and Daw is just heel toeing it through that rhythm section. Great racing here tonight. Going back to the front, Siebold is sitting at a 4.6 second lead, aka he is just running away. He just started running, and yeah, it's going to make it happen. Looks like so far with Skline behind.
Looking at the lap times last time around, 55.4 for Siebold, 57.6 for Klein, and 55 flat for Mitchell. So Mitchell about a half a second faster, but he's got a lot of track space to make up. He's got about 7 seconds to make up on Siebold. So definitely doable still. But Siebold, clear track.
Going back even further to give a little more TV time to all these guys. Russ Chapman back here battling with Coat. This would be for the 10th spot.
TV, I don't know if you're watching this on TV. I thought that we were streaming live on Twitch for your PC. Come on, bro.
But right now, Coat going after it, trying to hang up Chapman. Right behind him, we have A. Heckman. Good to see him out here. He's just sitting in the 12th spot. Right behind him, Leak goes down, so Tiberino's going to get by him.
Tiberino, I believe, sitting 3rd in the championship. He's not out of this thing either. He was only About 17 points back coming in, but definitely losing some serious points at the moment, the way they run.
Yeah, if he stays the way they're running right now, that gap is going to open up tremendously.
Back at the front, looks like Mitchell has passed into the 2 spot, Janice into 3rd, so definitely a problem for Sean Klein. He ran a 107 last time around and made actually another mistake there between the 2 whoop sections. So now we'll actually be able to watch this gap between Seabolt and Mitchell. It is 7.6 seconds as they run right now. And they are starting to catch lappers already early in this thing.
For people asking about my first person, it is 115.69, I think it is. I'll double check later.
Seabolt 55.1 that time around, so it looks like he's going to consistently
Here,
try
I'm just going to go on
to
board with him for a lap. I want to see him just... He's a master at this 2-stroke.
Mitchell pulled 3 more tenths off of 54.8, so he's definitely got the pace, but he's got to get this track position right now. And Seabolt almost going over the bars. See which rhythm Seabolt's doing down the long rhythm. Looks like he's going to go on-off 3-3.
Little clip, but still going to make it happen. Wow. Oh, little mistake there.
Not able to get that 3. You don't lose a lot of time having to go 2 on off there, though, so not too bad.
Yeah,
Not
maybe
too
a
big of
tenth or
mistake.
2, yeah. Not bad, 56.1. Only a 1.1 off his fastest. Crazy to watch him ride.
55.9, so there 2 tenths go off. So we were at 7.6. We're down to 7-second gap. Slowly but surely, but a lot of stuff can happen.
Yeah,
wow,
Wheeland versus
getting close
Janice
to
right
Jack
now.
Sarce there was Seabolt as he went around him.
But so far, amazing racing tonight. We figured a lot of crashing would happen, but so far, everybody's staying pretty clean and consistent.
Oh, the battle for 3rd is on, but Janice Wheelan. Throw a
Yes.
blanket over him. A baby blanket, for that matter, as the lapper goes down in front of him. Janice, I think, saw it happen and checked up, opened the door for Wheelan.
Yeah, Wheeland just took the initiative and just went for it. Oh, I don't know if you see, yeah, I was going to say, did you see Janice face into the lip of that and somehow ride it out? Whew, got lucky.
You know what? It's about the halfway point. You know what time it is? Time for the Versus PC Top 10 Rundown. VersusPC.com for all your PC needs. Looking at your leader, Seabolt made a mistake. Didn't even probably lose any time with it, but that gap is down
No,
to
dude, that was a
6
mistake. It was style.
seconds.
That was style in the corner.
It was just bar dragging a little bit.
No big.
But the number 1 leads the way. Running in the 2 spot, Colton Mitchell. Bryce Wheelan has moved into 3rd. Copeland's 4th. Where did Janice go? We find him back in the number 5 spot.
Ooh, little
On
sideways in the whoops.
413. He's got Sean Klein all over him as they come down the second set of whoops. Running in the number 7 spot, we find Rush Chapman. Yogi Racing number 13 with Dominic Saulnier trying to make the move as he runs in the 8th spot on the 112 Pogo ride. Dominic going inside aggressive, can't make it happen. Sitting back in 9th, we find Cody Daw, Scrub Designs, number 144, and rounding out your top 10, Moto Chasing Rider Zoa Cross on the number 91. That's been your top 10 rundown, brought to you by VersusPC.com. Log on, get yourself a PC, maybe some parts for a PC, whatever you need. Send them an email, let them know that Checkers and SYS TV sent you. They will hook you up like a tow truck. Going back to the front of the field. The gap's up to 14 seconds. That means a huge mistake happened for Colton Mitchell as he still runs in 2nd.
Yeah,
But
crazy
now,
to see that gap already open up so much. Seabolt must just be having that ride of his life, and Mitchell just every small little step, every little mistake, just
yeah,
chiseling
Mitchell
away.
dropped to a 103 lap time last time around. That tells me he had a crash.
Yeah.
Still 4 seconds in front of Wheelan, who runs in 3rd. Wheelan also running some 54 lap times, though, so Mitchell got to keep moving. He's got to try to limit the damage if he can't make the move for the win.
Again, as Matthias Janus having a pretty good ride again, don't forget, guys, a quick little friendly shout-out. He does take care of all the amateur racing. Be sure to check him tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern for all your amateur racing needs. Right now, Seabolt still doing well up front. Mitchell, Wheelan, Copeland, not a lot going on out front. Skline. Oh, Tiberino versus Cross is getting kind of close.
Tiberino's come from a ways back. Remember, he was
Chapman right there with him as well.
I
don't know if you have Chapman's gear, but as Yogi gear is actually pretty sick looking tonight.
I do not. I don't have it, but that's about to be a three-way battle between Cross, Tiberino, and Chapman. Chapman and Tiberino both in the top 5 in the championship.
It's probably the
Tiberino,
closest battle
in the
top
series.
10
He's getting
right
a little
now.
swampy. How did he save that? Wow, huge pile up in front of him. These guys going to go 2-2 into the turn. Chapman goes 3, gets landed on by Tiberino.
And then Cross is back here with Janice. Good little battle between these two still.
Cross going to go inside
wow,
on Janice, make the move up into the 5th spot. Janice going to come back. Nope, going to follow in line. You guys are being pretty respectful.
Yeah, very clean racing tonight. Unlike AMs last week.
I mean, in defense of most of the AMs,
yeah.
they just can't stay out of their own way. As Janice loses another spot to Tiberino, making a mistake. Sean Klein.
Yep.
Chapman coming through.
Klein actually cleans a lapper, it looked like.
That was actually Janice that he knocked down.
That sucks. Yeah, my cams didn't pick him up. Sorry about that. Yeah,
but speaking of a lapper did just pass Sean Klein back going into the corner. Get a number on him. I can't quite yet.
That is 79.
Let's call that guy out for getting in the middle of a sweet battle. That's Zach Prokop, who needs to get the hell out of the way.
Yeah, Prokop. Damn it.
There's a race going on, and you're not in it. Prokop not letting Sean Klein go by.
Yeah, at all.
Makes Klein double to triple.
You don't want to see Chex get his band hammer out.
Getting close as he's going to go back around him again.
Yep. Janice also gets around, but he almost goes in the wrong direction. Oh, 79 holding up Janice now. Let's see if Prokop boner error, and he does take out Janice, and which takes out Leak. So that's going to allow Skline to get a little bit more of a gap as Leak gets around.
These guys just got lapped by Seabold as well.
Yeah, Janice, Ryan, Sommier, Mora, Daw back here. Oh, and 77 Tiberino having a mistake here. But right now, Seabolt, the man of the hour, is sitting at a 10-second lead, fastest lap at a 55 flat on the two-stroke, too, which is just crazy. Colt Mitchell behind him still. Whelan, Copeland, Zoa Cross. Skline! Oh, he was bucking around a little bit in the rhythm section to make it through. Tiberino still right on the back of him, though. Chapman and the Leak dualies opposite directions over the triple. Beautiful. Oh, and they get together and both go down. Chapman does not go legs off. Just allow Janice to get by Leak. So interesting racing all around tonight. Oh, I just saw it look like... Yep, Copeland is down. So right now, quick rundown of your top 5. Seabolt, Whelan, Mitchell, Cross, Copeland, Skline. So top 6 either way. Tiberino right here still. I mean, probably Skline. Tiberino has been the most consistent battle all night through this main. Smart move by that lapper as Skline goes around. Not sure who that was, but very, very smart letting him go by. Chapman getting around a pile-up of, Tiberino, which was down. We were just talking about him right behind him, a Leak. Oh, almost landing into the back of him. And we are at lap 15, 13 minutes out of a 15 plus 1, and I do apologize that last week I kept saying plus 2. I had way too much MX on the brain.
Little mistake last lap for Seabold. Only ran a 1-minute lap time, so his lead's down to 11 seconds.
Ooh, and he's legs off, yep.
He's on the ground.
Actually, so no, he didn't go legs off. Wow.
All right, he's going to get back going. Let's see where that gap's at now. Whelan's going to come through. That should update here momentarily. Down to 7 seconds. That's one fall off, and we'll have a new leader.
Yeah, crazy. And Seabolt just seems so solid, but that shows how good Whelan has been to keep reeling him in.
Oh, Seabolt's internet lagged out for a second there as well. 6 seconds now. And by the way, we're on lap 16 of this. The new timed format adding laps to this race big time.
Yeah, for anybody out there questioning, it's 15 laps plus 1, where it used to be just, or yeah, 15 minutes plus 1. Sorry, what used to be 15 laps.
To come to the line. It's 14 minutes and 54 seconds. He's gonna get 2 to go now.
2 to go.
So 3 seconds from having a white flag right there. Gonna get another bonus lap. So we're gonna get a white flag next time around. This could be an 18 lap main event.
Double checking back to the field a bit. No, looks like best battles are front due.
Colton Mitchell about 3 seconds behind Whelan for that number 2 spot. And then they have a massive gap over Zoa Cross, who runs in 4th.
I mean, honestly, though, Zoa Cross, great ride this week. 4th place, top 5 so far. I mean, great ride for him.
Seabolt dealing with some lap traffic down the rhythm. He's going to be able to get the 3-3, though. That looks like Sean Klein in front of him, about to go a lap down. Not able to jump the triple. Seabolt's going to go over the bars.
Oh, no,
He's
and
down.
that's the legs
Here
off.
Comes Whelan.
Whelan has no idea he's going to be down on the other side. He might not even know that's Seabolt. Yep.
Loses the lead. The white flag's going to be flying.
Wow, that is amazing that on the final 2 laps this is unfolding. At the same time, I think Seabolt's playing a little bit, going, hey, let's give him a show. Come on.
Here we go. 1 lap, 1 second.
I'm going to go on board with
Make it
Seabolt for a minute here.
Just Bentley Graphics. Bryce Whelan take the lead and the win, or does Prime Design Graphics take the win? Another one for Seabolt on the year. They're trying to get around a lap rider. I believe one of the moto chasing riders, that's Chase Donovan, needs to get the hell out of the way there. Chase gonna go double single into the corner.
And Chase is gonna.
He does.
That was close. Oh, little lag there for Seabolt.
Same spot. Interesting.
Yeah, I wonder if it's a timing gate issue, do you think?
A mistake from Whelan. He's going to case the triple.
And there goes Seabolt on the inside. He blocks the line.
They're both going to double on. Jump off. Whelan going to square it up.
Here we go. In the inside.
Whelan has it.
No way. What a race.
Whelan takes the win.
Wow.
Seabolt to second.
Wow.
What a finish. Nice, clean racing from those guys as well.
It's nights like that that make this all worthwhile to watch. What a crazy ending.
Colton Mitchell versus PC Fam MX going to come around in the number 3 spot and round out your podium. He's probably thanking Whelan more than anyone, as he only lost 2 points instead of 5 with that. Of course, it could come down to cuts. Give a shout to Dylan Copeland, running the number 94 Tiger Designs, screaming creative. He's going to come around, take a top 5 here with a 4th place finish.
I'm honestly impressed with how clean and close that racing was. You know, either of them could have cleaned each other out. And I mean, Seabolt gave him room at the top side there. He could have easily just thrown him over the berm. Good racing.
Chapman gets 5th, Zoa Cross 6th. John Klein, last guy on the lead lap, going to come around and take that number 7 spot.
Here, while you're counting this down real quick, somebody was asking my first person setting.
Saulnier is 8th, Janice falls to 9th, and Craig Leak rounds out your top 10. Waiting for cuts to funnel in here. Looks like the 18th place rider still needs to finish.
It's a 115.639. There you go. That's my first person.
Waiting for Cody Daw to finish.
Crazy good racing so far tonight. This gets me excited about the 450 round. I mean, I'm curious to see how their main's going to go. Here we go. Cuts are in.
And cuts are in. The win stays with Bryce Whelan, BGFX rider. Seabolt going to extend the points lead over Colton Mitchell when they take the top 3 spots.
Yeah, so Mitchell, Copeland, Chapman, Cross. Oh, we're going right to the 450 lineup.
All right, 450 main event time. William St. Laurent, Dade Honeywell, Jordan Vanderlee, Jeremy Cohenauer, Nick Usick, Connor Peavy, Jeremy Henners, Toby Stocks, James Armstrong, Jack Haley, Devin Davis, Jeremy Shipley, Quentin Deese, Matt Burkeen, Tanner Rogers, Spencer Turley, Luke Heberline, Clay Alfrey, Tyler Schmidt, Peter the Locomotive Light, Tyler Lewis, Tyson Fresquez, round out your field. 22 riders. We're going to go 20 minutes plus 1 lap. This might be a 25, 26 lap main event, something like that.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit long of a race, that's for sure. A lot of thumb pump by the end of this. A lot of these guys aren't used to going that long.
Absolutely. And we got about a 13-point lead for Fresquez coming into this over Jeremy Shipley. Dade Honeywell sits quite a ways back.
That inside, I don't know if you just saw that. He just pushed him over like dominoes. He's letting everybody know how the start of this main's going to go tonight.
Henner's busting out the coat for the parade lap.
And quickly, as before we get going, again, thank you all for joining us again on another fantastic Wednesday night. Thank you for having over 80 solid all night, fantastic. And again, thank you all for being here. It really does, makes it a lot more fun for us to have a lot of you guys in chat. So who's your call out for tonight? Who do you have?
How do you bet against the number one? But I want to make things interesting.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
I'm not going to call him. Shipley's looked kind of off, other than he was ripping in qualifying. But I'm going to go with Shipley. I'm holding out hope here.
I'm going to throw a random curveball just for the heck of it. I'm going to put Stocks. Let's see if Stocks can have it tonight. Riding pretty good so far tonight.
Armstrong pretty far out on the gate. Otherwise, I could have maybe picked him. But I'm going to pull Tyler Schmidt for the hole shot. He's always my go-to hole shot guy.
Oh, yeah. Smith is always out there for a good ride, too.
Is about to fall. It's down.
Here we go.
Into the turn number one. It looks like Armstrong from the outside might have it. He goes down, though. Gets pushed off the track.
And Tyson with that start we were just talking about.
Another explosive start for Jordan Vanderlee, but look who's in the number 2 spot.
Yep.
Bad news for the field.
Yeah, and behind him, there was a huge pileup in those first couple of corners.
Fresquez going for the lead early, looking inside already on Vanderlee. He's gonna take him up.
Oh, he cleans him. Oh, it causes him to mess up too, though.
I got 99. Nick Usyk, he's got 99 problems, but leading the race ain't one. He's out front.
Yeah,
MV Film.
Usyk now making it happen so far.
Fresquez and Schmidt.
Yeah, Schmidt is always somebody you cannot count out.
He's won a championship for a reason.
Usyk holding it. I mean, Usyk is sweating on lap 1 or lap 2 right now. Way too early to start panicking, but he's already worried about it. Oh, yeah.
He's trying to make the most of this lead.
And even if you're going to get past eventually, you got to still keep on it to make sure you don't go too far and anchor out. So good to see. It was a good ride so far. And Tyson isn't pushing too hard. I think he knows that he can keep speed with him and not force the issue for a little bit.
Yeah, I think he's being patient for sure.
And then Schmidt back here as well with Henners. Good to see Henners up in the top 5. Awesome. Lewis back here. Armstrong. Shipley as well.
Good to see if you're a Henners fan.
More for the Start Your Systems crew. Come on.
Usyk laying down on the ground. Fresquez actually had to roll the finish. So Schmidt right there with him.
Yeah, so this is already still stinging pretty close, but give Tyson an inch, he'll give you a mile. So let's see what happens here.
Byron pointing it out in the chat that Vanderlee might want some revenge on Tyson. I wouldn't be surprised if he's already got the pin pulled on the grenade.
And Tyson is over the berm.
He's stuck in the bales.
He's stuck in the bales. Oh, and he clips Heberlein.
Hit him as well.
Yeah, Tyson's so Fresquez is going to have to go completely off the track. For anybody that doesn't play too much, he is still stuck back here. This changes everything. He's down again.
I'm looking for Shipley.
Holy hell.
Leads. Henners in second. Armstrong third, and there's Shipley running in fourth. This track is really close in lap times. Not one that's going to be easy to come through the pack.
Tyson dead last, 22nd. What a start to this race. And what Leslie said, Schmidt, Henners, Armstrong, Shipley, throw a blanket over these top 4. We've got a battle. All of these guys have a chance now.
Also with that means Fresquez at some point is going to have to go back around Vanderlee, who's running in 20th. Fresquez in 21st.
Oh, Schmidt down in second. So Armstrong, Shipley right here. What a start. It's always one of those you hate to say in the back of your head. You're like, you know what, I hope he kind of gets a little bit of a bad start to make it more interesting for points. Well, there you go, guys.
He's already mowing guys down through the pack. Fresquez up to 17th and rolling.
Pass for the lead almost happened.
In front of him, though, is Vanderlee. So you might want to check back into the P16 for a minute.
I will in a second. We have a battle for the lead. Sorry, 1 second. He's right on. Oh, almost getting him on the inside there. Oh, scrubbing down. Almost the pass. They're side by side. There's the pass for the lead. Good job. Armstrong taking over that top spot. Wow. So let's go back a little bit. You said about 17th right now?
16th now.
Oh, Haley's
Actually,
down?
Tyson just pulled the same move on Vanderlei. He did the first lap, but this time Vanderlei let him have the spot, at least temporarily. But something tells me he might not just let him go right here.
Yeah,
after the
Vanderlei
finish.
looks to be setting up. Oh, and there's a bit of a pile up ahead of him. Tyson does get around. Oh, Vanderlei gets kicked in the crotch, but he makes it through.
Now keep in mind, Vanderlei's had a couple pretty gnarly bans though for takeouts, so maybe that's on his mind. Tyson also has these
True.
whips on lock, so he's kind of wheeling away from Vanderlei now as we can go back to the front of the field. Armstrong, I told you he had a bad gate pick, but it wouldn't surprise me to see him run away with this thing if he could get out of the start. Went down in turn 1, somehow is in the lead. Schmidt second. Shipley though needs to win this with Tyson in the pack. He needs points now.
Yeah, very interesting position for Tyson right now, or just anybody that has that speed and that capability to win. That, you know, for now you got to hunt your way through the pack.
Second goes inside on Schmidt.
Heberlein down, so that gives him another spot. Yep, as you said, Armstrong, Shipley, Schmidt, Davis is up here. Devin Davis having a really good ride tonight.
Devin's already typing his celebratory podium speech on the forums.
And then calling us out for a bad stream, but it's okay.
No. Devin likes me. He might not like you.
I don't think he likes me. Yeah, it'll be a 50-50 thing, though. It'd be like, hey, Checkers, you did a good job. Moto, you still suck. It's okay. So Shipley's still...
the whip down on the 45 DX3 machine. Kohenauer, good ride tonight. He's been riding well all evening.
Yeah, it's throughout the races this year, it seems like he's been getting better and better for sure.
Usyk still runs in the 7th spot. I thought that crash might put him back in the back of the field and maybe not come back to the front, but he's staying up in this top 10 strong. Going to try to dive inside here, keep it clean. Henry's going to try to slingshot around the outside, make the move on Usyk into the 7th spot.
I'm going on board for a second here with Shipley, having a great ride right behind our leader. Crazy to watch how low they can stay on these triples through the rhythm sections.
Looking at the lap times, 53.8 for Armstrong, 53.9 for Shipley, both their fastest laps last time around. A mistake from Armstrong.
Is he going to make the triple? He does. That 450 power.
Yeah, Shipley, though, scrubbed it right to his back wheel. Couple OGs right here. Long times racers. Armstrong running that creative line where he kind of taps into the double. A little smoother over the table, but Shipley has that off clean anyways.
For anybody asking about skins as well, as we talked about earlier, my 500 or 3 terabytes hard drive died today with all my skins, so that's why I only have a handful in my new solid state. Oh, Shipley! Woo!
But pulls it back under him. The race is on. 53.9, 53.2 were the lap times last time around. And now we can just watch them do battle. Shipley all over Armstrong.
It was such a good battle for the lead. Once again, it's 2 mains tonight, both having a leader battle.
Lappers coming into play here real soon. While you watch the battle for the lead, I'm going to get a quick update on the number 1 of Fresca, see where he's at. He's just moved into the top 10. So Fresca's laying it down. He's running 53.6s coming through the field, so no shortage of speed.
Shipley is all over Armstrong right now. He's feeling him inside and out. Oh, guy, lapper down, and here goes a pass for the lead. Maybe. Nope, doesn't make it stick.
Keeps it clean, patient. Shipley looking smooth and patient here, like he feels like he has the confidence that he's a matter of time he's going to make it happen. But he's got to be careful not to fall too much into his pace.
Matt, sadly, no. Can't afford it yet. Right now, Armstrong versus Shipley. Good battle here still. Just watching this unfold.
Poetry in motion, watching these guys execute around this track here in Arlington. Shipley's getting a run on him over the finish. He's going to tuck back in line, it looks like.
Yeah, every time we get around this part of the track, Shipley starts getting right back on the back of Armstrong, and then they stretch back out about the second half of the lap when Armstrong seems to have a better line.
Armstrong got down that first
set. Yeah, I was say that whoops much better. Yeah.
Shipley a little faster in the seconds.
That nosedive on the Dragon.
More lappers going down the other way the next straightaway. They're about to get real thick here in the next lap. Shipley just pacing him. Armstrong running a great race out front. Clean through that corner. That corner seems to be the deciding factor of the lap time. before the Supercross triple, just getting through that inside clean.
Oh, and Armstrong, big mistake up into the tough blocks, almost going over the berm there. He's going to allow Shipley to get to right on the back of him. Big mistake into the whoops.
Shipley's got to run on the inside again. Is he going to tuck in line or is he going to go for it? Going to run it up. Leaves him room, but Armstrong doesn't wait long enough and gets slide out on the front wheel. And new leader, Jeremy Shipley on the 39. He tried to be nice and give him room. Armstrong didn't check up enough.
Yep.
Tyler Schmidt, Devin Davis battling it out right now for the final podium spot. Can't say I would have put those guys on my podium. A couple of great riders nonetheless, and Davis sniffs the top 5 here and there, and Schmidt obviously going to be running the number 1 here in a week on the 250 class, so no slouches, but surprising performances. Hey, guess what? We're about to the 10-minute mark.
And you know what that means?
It's time for a top 10 rundown. This time brought to you by Ride365.com. They have a little bit of everything for your motorcycle.
Quite a bit. I was actually just on their site earlier today looking at a couple of things. I'm not sure what I'm picking up yet. I need some new gear, though, that's for sure.
New title sponsor of the Malcolm Stewart Racing Team, Ride365.com. Proud to have them on board with us. Jeremy Shipley versus PC Family Max, number 39, leads the way by 4 seconds over Volcom rider James Armstrong on the 33. Coming around in third, Tyler Schmidt has it right now. TBR number 36.
Oh, wow. Devin Davis has. Yeah, I saw that. Whew. That was a little sketchy.
Coming in 4th spot, Devin Davis running a great race on the DX3, number 45. Davis, I don't know if he's ever podiumed one of these things.
Oh, Tyson all the way up to 6th after being 22nd at the beginning.
I'm doing a top 10 rundown here.
Sorry.
We're only at 4th.
Go ahead, sorry.
Running 5th is Jeremy Cohenauer, MV Films. We don't want to short Cohenauer, who's had a great night running here in 5th of his love. Before we find Volcom's Tyson Fresquez, red plate holder, he's getting chased by the number 14, Vitamin Water SYS Racing, Jeremy Henners. Dade Honeywell slots into the number 8 spot after getting, I believe, last transfer into the main event. Running in 9th, Heckman Productions, Quentin Deese on the 53. And 29, Tanner Rogers, first main event of the year, rounds out your top 10 versus PC Family Max. He's also doing that little Armstrong tire tap line. Over the finish line he goes. That's been your Ride365.com top 10 rundown.
Thank you very much for that as well. Sorry for the interruption. Oh, we got a big pile up here. Schmidt, Davis, Fresquez.
He's lost the lead. Armstrong has a 20-second lead somehow.
Wow, during that rundown, something must have happened.
Up to 3rd. Fresquez up to 4th. Schmidt's 5th now. Where's Davis? All the way back in 8th.
Wow. We're probably going to hear something about that later. If anybody was in the game watching, let us know what transpired there, if you could, please. Very curious.
Shipley, let's check his lap time here. I mean, it's a minute 11. That's a definite double fall-off lap for Jeremy Shipley.
53.2 is his fastest, so definitely nowhere near what he should be doing. Fresquez.
And Fresquez only 3 seconds behind him now. Hello.
It's just crazy to see how far he's come up from 22nd dead absolute last all the way up to a top 5. That is just insane.
Shipley knowing to rage a little bit. Probably not stoked right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's saying it lightly. I'd be kind of surprised if nobody doesn't find a PC in his front lawn tomorrow through the window, but we'll see.
I mean, once upon a time, Shipley did have a broken hand over a image simulator
Fresquez battling with Jerry.
Cohenauer.
Oh, he's got it. Cohenauer. Yeah, I was going to say, you got it right on the inside. Sorry, it's one of those where you watch a battle and try to say a name and something happens, you get too excited.
Cohenauer opened that door wider than a stripper's vagina, so...
it took it even further.
Throwing a hot dog down the hallway. Fresquez into the number 3 spot.
Do you hear that whistling sound? No. Tyson is absolutely ripping right now. Good to see. So top 3 right now, Armstrong, Shipley, Fresquez. Who would have thought he would have come back for a possible win? We're on lap 15. We're only at 13 minutes. We still have 7 minutes plus 1 lap. I mean, anything could happen.
Armstrong 53.7, Shipley 53.2, Fresquez 54.1, but Fresquez did have to make that move on Cohenauer. The lap time's going to start to tell the story a little bit more. Armstrong's going to have to blow it pretty hard.
As you say that, the huge case. Not legs off, but big mistake on the finish line. Let's actually go on board for a second with Tyson to see how he gets around this track and how he's so fast. That tire tap line.
Lapper, that's Uzik getting up, almost takes Shipley down. Shipley sneaks through. That's happening right here in front of Fresquez.
Yeah, we can see it from his first-person view, which is kind of interesting. So he knows that the next spot is right there, and he's not having to question look through the next lane. Just flying through those whoops into the Dragon's back. Makes it
Check
so
up on
easy.
the battle for fourth right now. Hinner's all over the back of Jeremy Kohenauer, looking for a way around. Great performance from both these guys inside the top 5. Hinner's feeling it on this track.
Yeah, Hinner's having one of his best finishes I've seen so far this season. If not the best finish he's had this season.
Looking for a way around right now. Kohenauer over the triple. Hinner's throwing her sideways.
Do a quick Tyson checkup. Not quite on the back of Shipley yet.
Hinner's going to have a little run over the finish. Throws it sideways. Got to get a drive out of this berm. Pull up alongside. All over the back wheel now into the whoops. Things are tight right now for this 4 spot.
Yeah, this is a great battle. Once again, lap 17.
I don't know which one's better. There's that one, and then also Schmidt and Deese are almost side by side right behind these guys.
Yeah, once again,
Don't
Quentin
know which
Deese,
one
I
to
mentioned
watch.
him earlier, had a great ride last week, and good to see him having another good ride this week on that Heckman Productions line.
Oh, Rogers actually was in that battle as well, but he just went off the track.
Yeah, I was wondering who that was. Good, honestly, a decent re-entry there.
And they're still looking for the opening around Kohenauer.
Check it in on Tyson again. Tyson's sitting about 3.7 ahead of... No, actually behind, sorry. Yep, there he is in the background. All right, just double checking. Still Armstrong having a great ride. 14.3 second lead. Has to be happy with that. Shipley jumping over a downed lapper in the middle of that triple.
Deese in 7th, all over Schmidt, looking for the opening still. He's going to try a different rhythm down the rhythm section. They also have a lapper
There it
in
is,
front
the
of him.
quad.
All the way to the back wheel. I do think that was definitely a little bit faster, obviously a little riskier. Is Deese going to dive in here? No, he's going to still fall in line. What's this lapper going to do as well? Oh, Deese almost into the back wheel of Tyler
That
Schmidt.
was really close.
Scrubs the finish. Gonna go around the outside of the lapper here, it looks like. That's the 28 of Heberlein getting out of the way. Good job by the Gravedigger.
Good battle here still with Henners and Kohenauer. I mean, it's... these two battles right now, you cannot separate these. It's amazing to watch.
He's almost into the back of Schmidt again. He's going inside right here. He's not going to check
Also,
up.
you see Tanner almost right there on him once again.
Down the rhythm. Deese going to go 3 in. This time going to try the other side of the track. Not able to quad. He's going to go 3-3
I
to the
think he
berm.
backed
to the
off a little bit.
inside.
He was worried that, that would
He
happen.
puts them both down. I don't know what he was thinking, tripling inside right there. But
Rogers going to
says,
take the
"Thank you."
spot. Yep. 2 for 1.
All right, back at the front, checking lap times. 12-second lead, so Armstrong's lead has definitely shrunk by about 5 seconds. Shipley, 53.4. Fresquez, 53.4, both last time around, and that's about a 4-second gap between those two.
As a couple people are saying, a rare name we don't see too often on these nights anymore, Hunter Root in game chat. Good to know that he's still live and kicking. Tyson still trying to get up to second. I mean, it's been a very solid battle with neither of them giving up any ground. Henner still trying to get on the back of Jeremy, which you can't do. Tanner Rogers running away from Schmidt now. Deese and Turley going at it now.
Turley dominated his heat race earlier.
Yeah, and then Burkeen and Davis. I mean, we have pretty much every duo after the top 3 is battling right now. Tyson's just hoping that Shipley makes a mistake. But right now, lap 21, still not at 20 minutes left, or yet, like you said, might be 25 laps. Probably.
It's going to be a long race.
Yeah, a long night for these guys.
Definitely probably feels really long for James Armstrong out front.
Oh, yeah. The only good side is he has quite a bit of a gap, still sitting at 11.3. I mean, that's just over a fall-off, though.
Yeah, exactly. It's shrunk enough now, though. It's still shrinking every lap. He's running 54s consistently, but...
Do you think he's in Dungy mode now, or do you think he's just making some mistakes?
I think he's definitely trying to be consistent and be smart with the lead. But you start to get nervous when it starts to get under 10 seconds, and it's about to be right there, under 10 seconds.
Shipley flying through that whoop section and the turn.
54.7 for Armstrong, 53.4 for Shipley, 53.7 for Fresca. So Shipley was the fastest last time around, about a second, 1.3 seconds faster than Armstrong, 0.3 faster than Fresca. So Shipley...
Here it comes. Is Armstrong going to put another lap on? He is...
Yeah,
we're
going to cross it.
5 seconds.
55, 2 to go, 9.9 second lead for James Armstrong.
It could come down to the wire just like the 250 main tonight. That was one of the best races I've seen in a long time.
Shipley has a lapper in front of him. Going to let him go by. It looks like that's Tyler Lewis. Nice job.
Oh, Henner's on Schmidt on Conauer.
Oh, man, 2 laps to go, and guess what? Fresca has just dropped her into the 52.8s. We know he's fast on the last lap. He's trying hard to reel in Shipley right now.
He is a beast in this game.
Trying to put the stamp on that comeback. Armstrong's lead, 8.9 seconds, 8.8 and shrinking. And he's definitely going to have some lappers to deal with here on this last lap. It comes around.
Shipley, nasty. Oh,
big
Tyson,
mistake, not able to do the
mistake.
So Armstrong, white flag flying in the air. 8.8 seconds, 1 lap to go, and lappers in front of him.
1 lap to go, 1 fall off to get them together. This is going to get interesting.
Shipley, 5 seconds on Fresca is not enough to really go all for broke because he can't afford a fall off. He needs all the points he can get.
And again, for anybody that missed the 250 main, be sure to watch back on YouTube, more than likely tomorrow, on Start Your Systems. Their YouTube page is quite an awesome place to go to. Subscribe and check it out.
Over the triple for the final time. James Armstrong, Team Volcom, number 33, couple corners and couple rhythms to go. And he will be your Dallas winner.
Ooh, Shipley almost hitting the lights on the triple there. Won't matter, because Armstrong is bringing it home.
And the winner in Dallas.
Wow.
James Armstrong, number 33.
He has to be happy to be done with that one.
Coming around in the number 2 spot, going to shrink the championship lead down to 11. Jeremy Shipley versus BC.
And Tyson with the biggest mistake besides the beginning. he's so happy with that third. You know he has to be after being 22nd. Look at this, Henner's
a comeback.
right on Schmidt.
For 4th. Looking good, Henner's and Schmidt. They also have a couple lappers deal. One of them going to get all the way out of the way. That a boy? Great ride from both of these guys, no matter where they finish up. And actually, Turley's lurking there too. So
yeah, he's right there.
Schmidt across. Henners and Turley takes 6th. Cohenauer 7th. Burkeen 8th. Deese going to get 9th.
Rogers
trying to jump inside on him and nails the pole. He's actually...
Davis goes by.
Davis was 10th, and Rogers going to get 11th.
Not bad for his first main, though, back this season. So, could be a lot worse.
Cuts are in. Oh, looks like Henners takes the 4th spot from Schmidt on cuts. And the rest of the top 10 stays the same.
Yep. All the way through, actually, stays the same after that. Wow, what a great night of racing so far. Definitely some of the closest racing we've seen this season, absolutely. So, great night of racing, guys. Thank you again, Checkers, for hanging out with me tonight. Made the night go by a little bit easier, and thank you so much. Shameless self-promote as we go out, guys. I am Motoagogo. Please check out my channel if you can. I do stream pretty often, so shameless ending self-promote. And, of course, thank you again to MotoOption, Right365.com, everybody out there, Race Tech, Race Factory, and again to all of you for hanging out all night. We hit 95 for quite a while. Thank you guys for being here. Great night, and again, we'll see you guys next Wednesday, 9:15 Eastern. Good night, guys.